Sponsored by degenerates like us. What's happening, people? This is your favorite comedy podcast, hands down. It's Comedy by Coincidence, episode 167. That is 167, in case I slip. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Chris Hippie Davis, coming to you live from Davis Studios North, hanging with my main man over there. It's the Florida Panther. It's the Mormon Foreman. It's
Ty Young, motherfucker.
That's right.
What's up?
Yeah.
I am officially taking the title North away from you for this podcast and possibly the next one because I'm in West Virginia. I'm further north. I'm northern, Union flag north. I'm gonna call you part of the dirty South these next 2 weeks.
Okay, Davis Studios Midwest, coming to you live. Not really. This is a pre-record on Sunday. We're coming to you live from Davis Studios Midwest. We haven't moved the calendar in here in some time. It's February. We up in this, doing the thing. It's February 16th. And we're here with you guys. Glad to be here. Sorry we missed last week. I'm taking full blame. Me and Dr. Evil were sick as dogs. And literally just confined to my bed there for whatever flu was going around. Whether it be swine flu, H1N1, whatever, shit. It was pretty bad. It wrecked us. I'm still getting over it.
It seems like everybody got sick these last. Like I've had the sniffles. Several people I know have been sick this past couple of weeks. It seems like just the nation as a whole all got sick within a 3-week period.
Yeah, trying to roll with it. The nation as a whole didn't get chlamydia at once, but I think we got the flu going around. It was like a bad party.
Man. And also, what did dogs do to offend everybody that the saying "sick as a dog" came about? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's
some. Where does that come from?
You know what? I think it's dogs. Oh, not that I've met some sick dogs, but is it that domesticated dogs kind of really embellish being sick though? Is that a thing,
so
Dr.
do cats.
Evil? I don't know. Cats, I honestly can't tell when they're sick. Like, except when they get the sneezes, and then you're like, oh, shit, you're sneezing all the fucking time.
They're notorious for hiding it until they're, like, dying.
Yeah, cats will hide the fact that they're feeling bad until they're, like, on death's door, and then you're, like, too late. It sucks. Rip some good kitties. Dogs, however, again, play it up. They're needy. I think that's why, because, you call your boss.
So in that case, we're all using the saying wrong, where like last week, if you were sick as a dog, you weren't really that sick. You were just embellishing it to get out of the podcast.
I mean, not true. a little bit true. No. But I will say, whenever I call my boss to actually call in, what do you say? Hey, Chief, I'm sick as a dog. I can't,
You always go into that low husky voice. Every person I've ever met is like, hey man, I can't come in today, man.
I call upon my smoker's cough. I play you, smoker's cough. Anyways, how are you feeling? You doing all right?
I'm doing fine. Just had the sniffles the past couple of days. Went to as many mics as I could. All at the Gimmick Comedy House this past week. Started the week off. Actually, 2 weeks ago, since we missed last week's podcast. Started that Monday off with a bang, great set, awesome crowd.
Good.
I pulled out a new bit that worked out pretty well. It's a limited time bit.
Current kind of thing.
It requires me to have English tobacco, otherwise it will not work. So let's put it that way. So once that supply is gone, the bit's dead until I get a new batch.
English tobacco.
Yeah. I say some naughty words.
Okay.
I'm trying to not get a strike today, so
okay.
You got to come see me to see that bit, and you got to be there at the right day where I have English tobacco. I think it's pretty funny. All the comedians laughed at it. And then after that, it was just bomb city, dude. It was. I'm not trying to rely and do the jokes that I know that work. So it's just,
You're working on new material.
Eating shit like I'm a cow looking for some crud to chew on, man. It was, ooh, man. Ugh. Gross.
Jesus, dude. I'm sorry to hear it. We all have them. Everybody has them days. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the next line.
If we're being honest about it, it is a lot of totally lack of preparation. All right, 100%. They were spitball sets that were not good spitballs. You know what I mean? It wasn't nice and compact, tight. There wasn't enough saliva. They were getting stuck in the straw. It just wasn't landing right. You know.
I'm sorry, Chief. I don't know what to say to that. I'm sorry, bud.
It's a solid analogy.
It is a solid analogy. Oh, I'm sorry you're having such a hard time with it. No, I'm good.
This is just my story. So yeah, that's about it. How's it going over there at Davis Studios Midwest?
So Bomb City. We're not done. How many mics in total did you get in these last 2 weeks? Where are we looking at?
Last 2 weeks, I believe I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 7.
Good job. Just checking in on you.
It might just be 6.
Right. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's still a good number.
So getting back out there, doing it again.
And you're in West Virginia right now.
Yeah. There's I already found a list of mics.
Hell yeah.
So work depending. You got to bow down to corporate sugar mama that's paying the bills. But I'm gonna get out there as much as I can here.
Hell yeah. Get some different spots. Be across the country. All that stuff. Be a little bit more north than me.
Yeah. We gotta see if the hill folk like what I got to say.
Good old Shenandoah Valley. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Just Saying with Chris. That might be my new solo pod. Just Saying with Chris. Okay, speaking about Chris, what's new with me? I went to a party last night. Chris doesn't go to parties. Chris hosts parties. And it was fun to get out and not have to clean up afterwards. A lot of weed was smoked. A lot of fun was had. I'm trying to think if there was anything notable. Chris sang Chapel Roan for the group. Chris has gotten incredibly... I'm referring to myself in the third person now, of course, just so you know.
I like it. Keep going.
Got really into Chapel Roan recently. Shout out Missouri, Missouri's finest. So busted that out for the group. What else is going on? Okay, check this shit out. I'm in that pop band, right?
Yeah.
Have we talked about this? So
Yes.
I wish I could tell you guys the name of this pop band, but we still haven't figured one out. Okay, there's been plenty of good recommendations, good honorable mentions. We all can't decide on one. And
Hold on. Can I give a suggestion real quick?
Yeah, you can give it a suggestion or two, but these bitches are picky.
I know. I think they'll like this one. Brittany's Butt Sprinkles.
Okay.
Brittany's Butt Sprinkles. I think it's a winner because who doesn't like sprinkles and who doesn't like butts these days?
When we're talking about marketing, who wouldn't go to that? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now
it would be. Now, the name Brittany we don't have to stick with, but I really think you need to keep it
Betty's Butt Sprinkles. Yes. Okay, we got Betty's Promise.
Yep.
Followed by Betty's Butt Sprinkles. Tight. Betty promises to bring you butt sprinkles. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Tie it all together. Make it a family.
Hey, don't speak ill of Rhonda, okay?
Sorry. What else about the pop band? I'm sorry to cut you off.
So we don't have a name yet. We do have a show on the books potentially for April 5th. Name depending. Okay? Like they like the promo shit we sent in. It's a pretty hefty number they threw at us as far as bill. I was like, hell yeah. And it'd probably be the most I ever get paid as a musician for one show. That if that tells you shit. And so that's exciting. But we need a fucking name to get it on the book. So that's the only thing holding us up. The songs are there, the vibe is there, the crew is there. We just gotta get a goddamn name behind it. So
Undecided
for sure.
Feels more like a rock group name though.
Dude, that is what I mean. Constantly, that's a rock name. That's not a pop name.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're all teachers in some capacity in this band. Like, I got 2 fellow music teacher employees that are in it with me. Dr. Evil does a lot of teaching people this and that, at her job. And I think our drummer's a music teacher too, just separately, privately. So I was like, we could be professors of pop. And then all of a sudden, the initials are pop. Right? So, I mean, it doesn't... Yeah. I don't know. That's been my latest recommendation that has been shot down. I was like, all right, guys, well, I put some thought into that. I can't...
I mean, it's one of the, are you trying to be, sex symbols in the pop? Or, what's your goal? Obviously making
I
it
definitely
the goal,
don't imagine myself as a sex symbol as I sit here look like this,
you know what
at
I mean?
this angle.
What
part of this angle says sex symbol? Do you see this arm below my groin? You know what I mean? It's not working.
No,
stretch.
What I'm trying to say is, do you see you doing indie pop, where you need to do a Mumford and Sons type deal, or are we trying to go the Katy Perry route and pick up a hot chick to sing eventually? What are we trying
We do
to
have
for?
Several hot chicks to sing, not excluding Dr. Evil. So probably more that route. But
okay,
I feel good. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's fun. So there is some development on that front, and been having more fun in rehearsal lately there. Betty's Promise went and did our first photo shoot.
Excellent.
To get some promo pics and get some posts and shit sent off to venues. And super fun photo shoot. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good times had. I'm going through all the photos the next day. I'm still excited. I'm like, this one's cool. I'm going to edit this. Oh, this looks so cool if I edit this way. I'm going through all the pictures. I come across 2 where I'm facing away from the camera.
Yeah.
Dr. Evil knows where this is going. He's like, oh no. I'm phasing away from the camera, Ty. And
yeah.
I zoom in on the back of my head because something don't look right.
Yeah.
Something doesn't look right, dude. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. What's going on the back of my head? I got so much white. What the? So I'm like by myself. Sitting outside, smoking a cigarette, doing some editing. I take my fucking phone camera and do this.
Yeah.
I'm going bald in the back, dude. I'm going bald in the back. This sucks. I'm so pissed. And I went through the 5 stages of grief. Like in like a total of 5 hours. It was terrible. I got really pissed at everybody in my life. That's the big takeaway. How did nobody fucking tell me? I would have hopped on this shit a year ago. What the fuck?
I mean, so let me. Is it just thinning out, or is it like you getting a Jew bald spot because your parents were lying to you about your heritage, or like what are we dealing with here?
I don't know. You tell me. Can you see? I can't see with how.
Oh, I think you need a yarmulke, bro.
Right.
You know, a little cover up action. You got the school professor starting to.
I know. So I think part of it is that if you've been watching the podcast for a long time, you will know Chris is always dressing fly normally. I mean, until this latest administration where I've had to change into conservative Chris so they don't take me away. Normally I'm dressed pretty fly, and I was liking to wear chains there for a while. Gold chains, silver chain from my grandpa, this or that. And every time I do a chain, I ended up fucking leaving it on for 4 or 5 days. Which, hey, Ty, if you're a long-haired guy like us, don't leave your chain on for more than you take it off at night because your hair gets caught in the back, especially on the clasp. You know, the thing that's hooking it together. So every time I take these motherfucking chains off, I pull like fucking a whole wad of hair out of the back. You know what I mean? So I think part of it is avid chain abuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's just chain abuse. And if I'm going to have to go get a haircut here soon. That's the deal. Haircut, take it down low. Not low. Fuck, you know what I mean? But short for me. I'm thinking like, I'm thinking like Arthur Morgan.
You got me on the name there. Hold on.
That's okay.
Arthur
Don't you
Morgan.
even worry about it. Hey, viewers, you get me. You've seen Cowboy Chris. Anyways, Dr. Evil's like, what the fuck, bro?
This is what dreams are made of.
Just...
Oh, you are deeply attached to Red Dead Redemption, bro.
Deeply attached. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man. So, throws my cowboy boots up on the table. So we're just dealing with that the best we can. Also, I do want to make it known that the reason I was late today is because we got into the podcast studio. Okay. Again, we're keeping the cats in here for now when, like, we're not out and about with the other cats. Okay, here's the deal. We have 3 cats. We got the 2 kittens you guys are seeing on studio cam, right? And then we got a big boy named Oscar, who's like a 7-year-old, 8-year-old kitty now, who is a whopping like 19 pounds. Hopefully he's a little less, but that's like the last time we weighed him. He hates the fuck out of these kittens. And he's got like a 2-hour max patience level with them, and then he tries to kill them. So he's getting more used to them. And when I say try to kill them, I mean grabs them by the scruffs and drags them across the floor. You know, pretty crazily. So, we got to keep a little bit of an eye on them. Where was I going with this? Okay, we come into the podcast studio today. We're changing the name of the podcast to You Be Shitting because, bro, I'm not in the room for like 5 seconds. I'm hooking the computer back up. One takes a massive shit next to me. In the litter box. Don't worry. At least they're doing well on the litter box shit. But doesn't cover it up. Second one immediately climbs in, steps on top of the previous shit, takes a more massive shit, and has a hanger. A hanger is one that doesn't disconnect, and then just runs off, dude. Because I had to go get the paper towels and yikes, dude. So sorry we were late. We were doing with the UB shitting podcast.
Gross.
We got a hanger. The pandemonium in here was real because Dr. Evil was in here helping me. She's like, grab me the paper towels. And there were none to be had in here. So I ran out. And right when I run back in, the one with the hanger takes off out the door. It's just fucking madness over here. I will say we are not paying these interns we have. They do not deserve it. Unpaid.
No. We by policy, and the interns understand this when they get into it, is they actually live in the cat crates. Cats get free roam. They're in their crates. So,
bro, what if our first intern for Davis Studios or Davis, what do we call ours? I don't know what our production team is anymore. You know, Forgiving Tree Productions. I don't know what we're doing, but FTP. What? What's that? Forgiving Tree Productions. What? Oh, fuck the police production. Forgiving Tree Productions. It's a good cover. FTP, bro. Oh man, that might not be looked upon very graciously. Kelly's Cool Club. No, never mind. JK. Just cool. JK.
I'm just trying to see where you're going with this, man.
Am I losing you?
No, not at all. Just I didn't realize there was a production company behind this. Feels so serious, very committal, and I don't like commitment. So
right. Honestly, our production company sucks because they don't pay us. We're like kind of indentured servants, but the ones that don't get paid. So like,
being in the working class is more fun, man. We get to throw mud pies.
Yeah, you're right. Ty Young's Rebellion. Happy Black History Month, everybody. Just while I'm thinking about it.
That's a hard transition. All right.
That's tough. It's February,
It is February, yes. You guys do anything special for Valentine's Day, or you just kick it?
We got emos.
Okay, listen. Okay, listen. Okay, it's Valentine's Day. I have all these gift cards. I could take my girl out to dinner, but all of them restaurants gonna be fucking full. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? 2-hour wait everywhere? No way. No way, except Yahweh. So we also Dr. Evil got off hella late for a Friday.
Okay.
So she gets back. Time she's back, there's for sure gonna be a 2-hour wait everywhere. What's your boy do? I got Emo's Pizza, the St. Louis of St. Louis pizzas.
All right.
Heart-shaped pizza, extra large.
Okay.
It wasn't extra large; it was medium. But a combo box, so it had toasted ravs. Apparently, Emo's does. I think they were called cheese bites. They're pretty much just cheese curds, but they fuck. Do they fuck? Yeah. And then they call them Cinnamos. Bro, Cinnamos can kind of suck my dick, honestly, straight up. They're like garlic bread, no garlic, sans garlic, and then they bake it, and then they pour a little bit of cinnamon something on it. It's like, bro, this is just a piece of bread.
Yeah. Not donut shape at all.
And also no dipping sauce for it.
Like, that's worse.
That was criminal. I felt wrong. Okay, and I will say the cinnamon thing. It's not like cinnamon dust, but it's like It's like they took the sauce they should have put in a cup for you, and drizzled it. Not drenched. I would have loved it drenched. Drizzled a little bit of cinnamon on this bread, and okay, they're good. So
Gotcha.
Cinnamos. Just saying. Again, Chris. Just saying. Go check it out. Just say it with Chris. Cinnamos suck dick. Anyways, carrying on. But I'd say for a romantic Valentine's night in, Emo's combo box heart-shaped pizza, that's pretty special. That's thought.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I think we played Red Dead Redemption 2 and hung inside and watched podcasts. Hello. I did get her a box of chocolates, heart-shaped box of chocolates, and a bag of Dove milk chocolate. Yeah. You got me.
Nice. The classics.
And I got a bunch of fruity candy because that is one of my special little, Chris treats, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's,
So, did you do anything special for Valentine's Day?
I went and watched Trevor and Sam's cats for the night.
Nice.
Trevor,
Let them
friend
get
of the
out.
podcast. They decided to do a camping retreat, so I watched their cats before I flew out and ravaged their Valentine's Day candy as revenge. Fuck you guys. No, I'm kidding. Love you, but seriously, you can't leave. You can't leave chocolate-covered strawberries and not expect me to take one or two. Like, let's be real.
Were they upset with you about the strawberries?
Yeah. I totally ate two of them.
They fucking were.
Yeah, I let them know, but I didn't tell them about the chocolate I ate. It's
Is there
one of
anything else
those.
you didn't tell them?
No. I told them
you'd
about
like
the
to tell 'em?
strawberries because that's a specialty Valentine's Day object.
Sure.
When I was growing up, if you ate one of Mom's strawberries, you were stabbed and hung.
Yeah, I understand.
It was a death penalty sentence eating one of Mom's strawberries. So I had to let them know out of respect. However, they're chocolate, fair game, squatters' rights. Also,
did they pay you for watching the cats, or were you just doing it out of the kindness of your heart? Let them go get a little.
Oh, I did it out of the kindness of my heart and
So,
to use and abuse their lanai. So
that's what I'm saying. So, like a little bit of payment.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
the form of chocolates and delectables, never hurt nobody. In fact, should be happy to do it. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah.
Trevor, get your shit together.
Exactly. It's one of those like, I'm saving you the boarding costs. You're going to give me a fucking strawberry. That's how this is going to go.
You don't want your cats in a kennel overnight someplace dark and scary? You get Uncle Ty. And you know what? You get Uncle Ty some chocolate. He's all good,
Yeah. It's every time he asks me to help with like a home project, hanging a light, switching out the dishwasher, whatever, I make sure I state that my price is beer. I don't always take the beer, but beer better be involved or ready for me because, like, let's be honest, we're now entering a business transaction, and business is business, friendship is friendship.
I feel that. I was working for my guitarist in this other band, fixing his drywall, and yeah, the I trust you. I know you're gonna get me this money. If I don't get this money in 3 weeks, we gonna have problems with the band, kind of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, always fun. Man,
It's just like let's not get confused. What's going on here? Need a contract always. I want
to come back to this real quick. Go
Yeah.
on. However,
there was no however. I was spitballing. I'm sorry.
okay, no,
Go
listen,
ahead.
check this out. So your mom, if you stole your mom's chocolate strawberries, you were fucked, right?
Oh yeah. You
Were
knew
there
you
any-
knew that she was not going to sleep until she found out the culprit. because people needed to be punished appropriately.
Absolutely. Were there any other special foods that if you ate around the house, your mom or your dad were going to beat you within an inch of your life?
For my dad, growing up, it was the chips. There better be some chips available when he gets home.
If you eat all the chips,
he just wants to sit in front of the TV and eat some snacks and forget about how pissed he is at his boss. You know what I mean?
absolutely. That's my dad too. I get it.
And then for mom, it was always the chocolate or the ice cream. Whatever sweet there was, you better make sure there's a bowl left for her at the end of it. If you don't leave that bowl, you're gonna be in trouble.
It was that way with my dad too for the ice cream. If you ate the last of the ice cream and nobody knew and there was no ice cream in the house, heads were gonna fly.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It was the understanding that certain objects were bought for my parents and not the kids, and we're allowed to skim off the top like a mafia, just because we're associated to the family. But if we take the whole nut, there's a problem.
There is a
big problem.
And for my mom, it was also ice cream. She would get special like Weight Watchers ice cream, this or that. The brand I remember for sure, I absolutely Weight Watchers, but Skinny Cow was the good ones. Dr. Evil, you ever had some Skinny Cow ice cream?
Oh,
shit?
I fucked with some Skinny Cow lots of shit. Much. It was so good.
If you took even one of the box of 4 to 6,
and I get it. Them shits are expensive.
Oh yeah,
they're expensive. Yeah, big time. They get you. So that spatula. You know what I mean? If you get my drift.
Oh yeah.
So
you ain't sleeping dry that night. That's for sure.
In fact, actually, straight up, guys, while we're talking about child abuse, the racetrack. You remember Hot Wheels?
Oh yeah, man.
You know what's more aerodynamic than a belt? No, I mean a belt felt too abusive, so they didn't want to use a belt. So you know what they got?
The plastic.
Racetrack.
Oh yeah, man.
Aerodynamic. Man, them motherfuckers could smack.
However, did they learn that you have to use the flat side and not the raised edge sides? Because the raised edge sides would leave red marks.
Yes.
It's a very important step in the parenting learning process.
So, yeah. Getting off child abuse. Let's go. Comedy.
No, let's go back to it real quick. I'm sorry, I just thought of something.
Zeroing back in on child abuse. Let's go back.
Yeah. I'm an advocate for focused child abuse.
This YouTube episode's getting so fucked. By the way, we've said child abuse so much.
I don't care. I don't care. I believe if you look at Big J Okerson has a really good bit about it. Focused child abuse. Focused, right? But another tool that my mom would never do it, but my friend's mom, if we were acting bad or whatever, the wooden spoon across the knuckles, just that real snap real quick. Yeah.
I mean, I went to Catholic school with actual nuns, so I got the ruler once or twice. Across the knuckles, Fun stuff. I was probably being bad. Although Sister Pat was kind of a bitch. Sister Pat could kind of get go get one. The Catholic school is the entire reason why I put that. I think they put that metal edge in rulers. Straight up.
You know what I mean? If kids being extra bad, you can swap it around real quick, give a little extra pain.
Child abuse. While we're thinking about it, so the racetrack was really popular in my household. The spatula was really popular in my household until. And I remember this day very good. I don't know what the fuck my brother was doing. He was a little hellion too, for sure. But I just remember my dad, the aftermath. I'm sure whatever Brendan did was so bad because my dad chased him with the spatula from one end of the house to the other end of the house. I remember them both running by me, dad with spatula, and all that. I think he broke the spatula. I think that's when the spatula stopped being a thing because that was crazy. So, hey, mom and dad, if you listen to this episode, We love you. We love you to death. But yeah, fun stuff. This is comedy, guys. How are you hanging? We all had a dad or a mom, So, at some point, get brought into this fucking world, right? Yeah, that was a big phrase in my house from my mom was, I brought you into this world, I can take you out.
Oh, hands down.
Hands down. Yeah, it was a
Sometimes I wish you would.
Do it!
It's one of those, like, my mom was never scared of us calling the cops or child protective services because she'd be like, great, get them out of here. She's like, I will abandon you so quick.
I'm sure our parents are loving us telling all these stories. Here's another fun one. If we were acting up at the store, she would offer to sell us to the cashier. / use us in exchange for like the groceries kind of thing. And when the cashier was undoubtedly sometimes I didn't like when the cashiers played into it. Those were the creepiest. You know what I mean? Like, oh sure, I got work I can put them to in the backyard. Like Mom, please. Mom, please don't. But her other one was, I'll sell you to the gypsies. The gypsies are in town. I'll sell you to them. They'll take you. Shit. Love you, Mom.
My parents wouldn't do that. However, they have offered to put us inside the milk freezer and be like, you'll sit here until somebody buys you. You know what I mean? Just put us on a shelf somewhere.
Tremendous. Tremendous side of the road. Need food, will sell child.
Yep.
Shout out. Comedy news. Getting off child abuse. Heading to comedy news.
Getting off child abuse. Into comedy news. Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz, March 4th, new special on Netflix. I'm looking forward to it. Just throwing that out there as a special to look forward to.
I'm trying to think of other specials. Yamanika Sanders got her new special out. That might be Saunders. White N-word is the title. Check it out. Pretty good stuff. Honestly, Yamanika, really, really funny. I enjoyed her very much on Story Wars this week. What else we got going on? Comedy news.
I guess Saturday Night Live turned 50.
Yeah. Well, that's why they were releasing that big SNL first episode movie thing this year, kind of thing.
The 50th anniversary. I have yet to watch it, and honestly, I probably won't watch it if we're going to be honest.
Completely honest, me too.
Yeah. Like, SNL had its time and place, but in stand-up comedy, it's not really a big thing anymore. It's now it's all about Kill Tony, man.
Yeah. Oh, come here, baby.
And then I watched a couple episodes of In Living Color. I don't know if you've ever checked that out. Worth it.
Absolutely.
Hands down worth it. If anybody wants to go back and watch something, from back in the day, In Living Color is a great one.
What's the one with, is it Family Matters?
Oh, the racist one with Archie Bunker? Yeah.
Yeah,
Family Matters.
There you go. It's a pretty solid old one to watch.
Sitcom-wise, yeah.
Comedy news this week. Family Matters. Let me see here. Other comedy news.
It's pretty much a whole bunch of articles about the SNL 50th anniversary episode, and then standard fluff pieces about oh no not oh no that's poor phrasing. There's a Chinese stand-up comedy scene in Los Angeles, booming out of the largest Chinatown in the U.S. Go figure.
Yeah.
It's one of those deals. The usual fluff piece about an Israeli Arab comedian canceling his October 7th show. Go figure. It's like a loose fluff pieces, but nothing actually talking about the biggest comedians of the day or anything like that. Anything that would pique people's interest, unless you are part of the ethnic group that it's targeting.
Representing. I will say this. Shit. I had it and then it left me. What was I going to say? Never mind. Can't have been important.
And that was Chris Davis's impression of the weather outside here in West Virginia.
Really
Wind and
windy.
rain.
Windy today?
Yeah.
Chance of rain. Pretty high. I'm playing. Other comedy news that's going on. It's raining in California. So it's probably good for the LA fires, probably. Let's see.
I would hope so, but I don't know.
Who knows?
Pretty large fire. Maybe the rain doesn't even hit the fire. Maybe it evaporates before it hits the fire. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which would be hilarious if there's a news piece that comes out saying L.A. rains saved house due to sauna-like effect where it just got soaked.
Dr. Evil, you got any comedy news?
Nope. It was a pretty dry week from what I saw.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are you playing
I
bar
am.
game?
I looked at comedy news, and then there was nothing going on, so I switched gears. I'm not trying to hide it.
No, I'm not.
I'm
You're
just
good,
minding
Chief.
my business.
Can you describe bar game for them? I don't know what to call it.
Cats who make and sell food
It's cats who make and sell food, right? It's tight.
to other cats. It's really dumb. I love it.
So this is what Dr. Evil's on right now.
As well, I should be.
Good for you, Chief. Enjoy that downtime. So that's comedy of the news. If we think of others, we'll throw some in. But here we go. Brendan Schaub is joining the GFL. Comedian Brendan Schaub joining the GFL, which I don't know what the G stands for, but definitely the FL stands for Fight League. I think the G stands for geriatric.
I thought it was a football team, honestly.
Nope. I could see it because football league or something. Fight league, bro. So
he's going to fight again, right?
yeah, and other retired fighters from what I understand.
Interesting. It's you already have a hard enough time speaking, bro. Do we really want to risk this? It's a choice. Welcome back to fighting, Brendan Schaub. I hope you do well, but are the podcasts not doing so well? Like I'm confused why you going back to fighting.
I think it's a mixture of all three of those. I don't know.
But also, I'm not a fighter, so I don't completely understand the.
Seems like he's in pretty good
addiction.
fighting shape, and he seems like he's a pretty strong dude. All things aside, comedy aside, I don't know. I wouldn't want to fight him.
I wouldn't either. I'm a well documented pussy. It's just one of those. It's one of those. I thought you were done, dude. Like, why are we doubling back to brain injury?
Right. So next special
many
going to be a
questions.
little bit slower. But okay, Savage of the Week. That's all I had on comedy news. That's what I was bringing to the table.
Savage of the week. It is your week.
Is it my week?
It is Your week.
You know what? I did say that I went to a party last night, and normally I host all the parties around this bitch, and it was nice not to host, and it was nice to get invited to a party, right? So shout out the host of it all, the one, the only, one of the few guests of this podcast, the Mr. Ryan Schweitzer, Savage of the Week.
Nice.
Not only for being a gracious host, a killer party, but also for being a killer friend and an overall Savage of the Week. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Shout out to you, Biggie Cheese, Mr. Ryan Schweitzer. That's right. Anything we got for these mofos out here?
In the words of Joey Diaz, stay black.
Stay black, everybody. You know black. Any of the open mics you're going to be at this week in West Virginia? Or that you're trying to be at?
I can, you'll have to give me a second to find this list again.
Yeah, take the time. Hey, and while you're doing that, everybody watch out for Betty's Promise if you want to, and you're still listening. Go check out Betty's Promise on Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to try to get a YouTube up pretty soon, within the next week or two, but yeah, there's not much on them yet, but that's where we're going to be putting all the music photos and band photos we talked about today, so go check us out, follow us on there. As always, like, comment, subscribe on here, tell your friends about it. Any bit you interact with our podcast, whether it just be subscribing to the channel, liking, or leaving a comment, really helps us out. Helps us get into your algorithm a little bit more and into the general shit. But we can't grow without you guys telling your friends about the funniness that we'd have on here, and we'd love to involve you more. So hit us up at comedybycoincidence@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from our fans. Tell us what's popping with you. Tell us what makes you a savage. Hit us with any questions, criticisms, comments, or concerns, Also, be watching out for this pop band, whose name we do not know yet. Hopefully we got one for next time. What's up, Ty? Where are you going to be this week, doggy?
Monday, Wits End Comedy Lounge, show at 8:30. And then probably Tuesday, the Rick House, show at 8. Let me see here. Yeah, the Rick House. And then Wednesday, potentially, we'll see where my schedule lies. We're going to go back to Wits End's Comedy Lounge. Yeah, because I'm not doing a comedy music mic. No, skipping that one.
No Wednesday.
So we're not doing Thursday.
There you go.
It is not the first Thursday, so we can't do that one, which means Friday, hopefully, we'll be at High Score Brewing, show at 7 o'clock.
Hell yeah, doggy. Go out there, support Ty if you're in the West Virginia area and listening. And mad love and respect, everybody. Big things coming, like every local band always says, but in this case, we mean it. Big things being the end of depression and rejuvenation of the soul. God damn it, girls. Kiddings. All right, mad love and respect, everybody. Stay black. Doesn't kill the podcast, just hits transition. Motherfucker.